Hello, I'm Joe Leone, and this is going to be a playthrough of 51st State using my version of the solo rules. I found the original rules kind of interesting but dissatisfying because the UI became very predictable. So I've tried to come up with a way of making it simulate more of a two-player game. So without any further ado, we're going to start. I'm going to start by drawing 6 cards for myself and choosing 4 of them. All right, we have the fuel tanks, the wreck tank, a quarry, a church, a refinery, and a hideout. All right, I definitely want the fuel because the Mutant Union has no source of fuel. Having bricks is another good idea. The refinery, not so much. The hideout can be used later. And it doesn't really matter which one of these I take, so we're just going to have a wreck tank. So these go into the discard pile, which I will put right over here. And then we go to the first lookout phase. We flip over our contact cards. Now, during the original rules, you would just deal out 4 and you'd be the first player. We're going to simulate our actual 2-player game, which means I deal 3, 2 plus 1 player. And since I am the first player, I will get my choice of these. And I'm going to take the pub. The AI is going to take one of these 2. We're just going to use a D6 here, even, odd, even. He builds the wreck tank. And now the AI is going to build one randomly. He builds an action. And I get my choice of these 2. And we're going to take the construction. Where do we want the brick supplier? Oh, having contact tokens is good. And so he builds the brick supplier, which is a production, and then he gets to build one extra one, which is an action. Okay, on my turn, I'm going to play normally. The AI will do based on the card draw. This is turn 1. Oh, I need supplies. Let's get my production. I get 3 workers. I get a gun. I get a contact token. And I get a card. We are going to send 2 workers and take the merchants. Now I'm going to flip over the top card of the draw deck to find out what Borgo does. If I have a gun, he is going to attack my tableau as normal. If it has a brick, he is going to build the next card. If it does not, he is going to follow a sequence. Either he will take the top contact card, or he will score a victory point and we continue on. So in this case, he takes the thugs, and that gives him 2 victory points. My turn. I am going to spend the merchants for 2 contact points. He attacks my tableau. There's nothing to attack, So I lost a turn. I am going to spend the contact tokens to make a deal for a victory point. Borgo takes a victory point. Now, he is able to score victory points up to, well, okay, since it didn't have a gun or a brick, he would go to here. This is empty, so then he just scores a victory point, and he's able to do this up to the number of victory points equal to the round. So he's getting ready to pass. We're going to spend our gun to get 3 attack tokens. And Borgo passes. So Borgo is now the first player. And since he's passed, the rest of this is up to me. We're going to spend one of these to raise the construction vehicles, which is going to get me 2 contact tokens. I'm going to use those 2 contact tokens to build a pub, which is going to give me 2 cards. We're going to spend a contact token to build the fuel tank, which is going to get me a fuel. And then we're going to spend that fuel to get a deal token. And we're going to make a deal to get some ammunition, which is going to give me an ammo marker. And we are going to spend both of our tokens to raise the wreck tank, which is going to give me 2 victory points. And that is a shame. I'm not going to be able to use that last worker and the ammo token, so I pass. Cleanup phase. Ammo goes away. These go away. And at the end of the first turn, Borgo 3, me 3. We'll flip over these merchant or these contact cards. I keep these 2 tokens here just to remind me I have to spend 2 workers. And we go to the lookout phase. Borgo has first player. So we're going to shuffle up 3 cards and give him one of them. He builds the convoy action. I get my choice of these 2. I think I'm going to take the archive. That gets discarded. Draw 3 more. I get my choice of these. And more workers are always good. He's going to build one of these 2. He's going to build a feature. And that goes to the discard. Now we get our supplies. I get an ammo, a victory point, three workers, a gun, contact token, and a card. Get a card for that, and I get a fuel. Okay, Borgo gets to go first. Borgo is attacking my tableau. So he's going to destroy my fuel tank, which means I get a fuel and a ruin, Borgo gets a victory point. Oh, that was unfortunate. So now I need bricks. I think I'm going to spend 2 workers and take the merchant's card. Borgo is going to build. Borgo builds himself an action. Okay. I am going to spend the merchant card to gain 2 contact tokens. Borgo takes the thugs and gets 2 victory points. I am going to spend 1 of the contact tokens to make a deal with the quarry. No, I'm not going to make a deal with the quarry. I'm going to spend a contact token and build the quarry. And that gives me a brick. Borgo takes a victory point. Now this is turn 2. So he's gotten his first victory point right there. And this is now turn 2 is the maximum he can get. All right. I think we're going to use our brick and our ruin to develop another pub, which gives me a victory point and gives me 2 cards. Borgo is going to build. Borgo builds the arena, which is a production. I'm going to spend my gun to get 3 contact tokens. And I've used that action. Borgo is going to gain a victory point. So that's his second victory point. He's getting ready to pass. Okay, we are going to spend 2 of our contact tokens, and we are going to raise the shipwreck, which is going to give me 2 gears and a victory point. Borgo attacks. Oh no. He's attacking star and fuel. Nothing. Okay, so he still hasn't passed yet. I'm going to spend these 2 gears to get 2 contact tokens. Borgo. Borgo passes. So he is now the first player. Okay, we're going to spend 1 of the contact tokens to build the schoolhouse, which is going to give me 2 workers. We're going to spend another contact token to get an action. We're going to spend a worker to gain a victory point. We're going to spend a worker to gain a victory point. We are going to make a deal for a victory point. We are going to spend a fuel to gain contact token, use that contact token to make a deal for ammunition. We're going to spend our contact token to raise the Merc outpost, which is going to give me 2 workers. And we're going to use those 2 workers to draw a card. Good thing I did. They would have been attacking me. Anything else I can do here? I've used all those actions. I've used that action. Nope, that's it. So all this goes away. And we start turn 3 with the lookout phase. Borgo gets one of these, which is another production. I get my choice of, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Gears are kind of important to me, so we'll take care of that. And then I get my choice of these 3. That would be nice. But I think I need to scrap metal more. And he gets one of these 2. Oh, we have the open production. That's a target I can send people to. And then he builds one more, which is an action. And we're ready to begin. I get 2 ammo, 2 victory points, 3 workers, a gun, contact token, a card, a card, a card, a brick, and another body. Borgo has first player. He is going to take one of the 2 here. So, even odd. He takes the even one. That's still turn 3. Oh, now do I want that deal or not? Oh, he gains 2 victory points. I think I am going to spend, oh, these went away. We're going to spend this as 2 gears to get 2 contact tokens. Borgo attacks. Borgo attacks my ammunition. So it's one of these 2. They are both distance 1. So let's do a die roll. Even odd. Even odd. This one is raised. I get a worker. Borgo gets a victory point. We're going to take 2 contact tokens and build the clay pit. Borgo takes this card and 2 victory points. Should have taken it. I think we are going to spend my gun for 3 contact tokens. Borgo attacks me. He is attacking a brick or a star. I have the clay pit at 2, distance 1, so he's going to destroy the clay pit. Let's go give me a brick and him a victory point. Okay, we are going to spend that brick and redevelop that into the gasoline drinker's den, which is going to give me a victory point. Borgo takes a victory point. So that's his first one of this turn. I think we're going to spend these 3 tokens to raise Oilman's Fortress, which is going to give me 3 fuel and a victory point. Borgo is going to take a victory point. As you can see, Borgo doesn't just 3 and done anymore. I'm going to spend a brick, and we are going to redevelop the school, which is going to give me a victory point and 2 workers. Borgo builds. Borgo builds himself an action. I'm going to spend 2 workers. Get a card. Okay, Borgo. Borgo takes a victory point. That's his 3rd one. He's getting ready to pass. Okay, so I'm going to... We're going to spend a contact token, build myself a feature, which gives me 3 gears on that card. Borgo passes. He's the first player. I'm going to spend 2 workers and get a card. Spend a fuel to get a contact token. Spend that contact token to get a brick. Deal for a brick. Spend a worker to get a victory point. Spend a worker to get a victory point. Spend 2 fuel to get 2 victory points. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's at 21. No, he's at 31. And I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I better get hot this turn. Okay, this goes away. Cleanup phase. I'll put a link in on BGG for the very simple rules of playing this. And we go to the lookout phase. This is turn 4. Borgo has first player, so he gets one of these randomly. And it is going to be an action. I get to choose. We're going to take the scrap trader. I get my choice of these. Oh, definitely need huge machinery. But maybe he'll build Shashra and I'll be able to trash it. He does. Good. And it's open production too. All right. Supplies. I get a brick, 2 victory points, 2 ammo, 2 cards, a brick, and a worker. 3 workers. A gun, a contact token, and a card. Borgo goes first. Borgo is going to take one of these 2, even odd. He just takes that one and gets 2 victory points. I'm going to spend 2 workers and take the merchants. Borgo attacks me. Borgo attacks my guns or his stars. So he attacks my victory points. So I get a worker, he gets a point. I am going to spend that to get 2 contact tokens. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, he's not going to pass yet. And he's going to build. He builds an action. We're going to spend the gun to get 3 contact tokens. Maybe I can destroy something of his. He is going to build. He builds construction vehicles. I am going to take 3. We are going to raise his there, and I'm going to get 2 universal contact tokens. Borgo takes a victory point. That's his first one. He is definitely going out this turn, and the game will be over. Okay, just got 2 of those. I've spent that. We are going to spend a contact token and build the huge machinery. Borgo takes a victory point. I am going to spend a worker and a gear to gain 3 contact tokens. Borgo takes a victory point. And okay, we are going to spend 2 contact tokens to build the scrap trader. And Borgo is going to take a victory point. That's his third one. I'm going to spend a brick to redevelop the factory, which is going to give me 1 victory point for every gear in my, for a maximum of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Borgo attacks. More. And what is he destroying? He is destroying one of my pubs. So he gets a victory point. I get a card. All right. Okay, so this and this is going to give me 3. Oh, I already did that. 2 fuels and gain 2 victory points. So I need some fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 2 tokens to raise the oil rig, which is going to give me 3 fuel. Borgo is going to take a victory point, and that is his 4th victory point, so he is passed and done. No, sorry, he is not passed and done yet. Next action he'll pass, maybe. Or he can attack, or he can build. Okay, we're going to spend 2 fuel to gain 2 victory points. Borgo is going to pass. Okay, so he's done. What can I do here? Well, we're going to spend 2 contact tokens to make a deal for a victory point. I gotta get some building in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh dear. I think this one's lost. So we'll spend a token and we'll build another school. We will spend a brick and change a school into an assassin. which is go give me a gun and a victory point. We are going to spend a gear for a victory point. I'm going to spend 2 workers to get a card. We are going to spend a fuel to get a contact token to make a deal for a victory point. And I think that's it. Final scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Borgo, 38, 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 37. So Borgo wins. I like this method because you never know what the AI is going to get accomplished. I hope you've found this enjoyable. If you did, leave a like and a comment, and we will talk to you next time. I hear the conductor. That means it's time to go. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and a comment. Until next time, have fun training.